Hi, it's me, Jilly, and the dream I want to talk to you about today happened back in October of 2018. And when it begins, I am casually, lazily drifting down this huge, wide river in a big black inner tube. It's warm. I can feel the water under my feet. My hands are kind of dangling off the sides, and I'm just kind of enjoying the sun. I'm all by myself. It's just very peaceful and relaxing. I can feel the wind and hear the birds chirping. And I'm in awe because as I'm drifting down this river, which is huge and very warm, there's all these amazing sea creatures that seem to be close by. One of them is a sea lion that's splashing around and being silly, and he keeps kind of bumping his head up against the top of my hand, like almost like a dog. It was kind of funny. And so I'm kind of petting him, and he's ducking back down and swimming around and coming back and just kind of circling around and just playing and splashing and being silly. And then as I float a little further, there's a decent sized orca whale that swims up and jumps over the top of my feet, splashing me, of course, getting me soaking wet, but it just felt very fun. And I think the reason I was in awe is because I was getting this sense of almost protection from these animals. Like they all wanted to be near me, protect me, play with me, touch me in some way. It was a very cool feeling. I felt very loved, I guess, which, you know, from animals you don't always necessarily feel that. Maybe with your pets, but yeah, it was a very cool feeling, and I was just enjoying it and floating down this river. And eventually the river starts to get a little rough, and the water kind of picks up speed, and I start to get a little more uncomfortable. The river is apparently emptying into this big bay where there's all these large ships and boats, and none of them see me because I'm by myself in just this little dinky inner tube. And so I start to feel really uncomfortable and like, crap, what am I going to do? How am I going to get away or make them see me? You know, the black inner tube just kind of blends in with the water. And as I'm sitting there debating all this stuff, I look over to my right, and there's this large head with these bulbous eyes kind of peering out of the water at me. Sort of reminded me of like maybe an octopus or a kraken. I can kind of see some tentacles around the perimeter of this head in the water, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is. And I wasn't sure. I wasn't really afraid of it, but I wasn't sure what to think about it. And it's just kind of looking at me, and it's big. It's probably like the size of a school bus or a small building. And I was just kind of eyeballing it as it was eyeballing me. And then it ducked down under the water. And so I slid off my inner tube into the water and went down after it. Now, in real life, I don't know that I would do that, but in dreams, strange things happen. And I was drawn to follow it down under the water. So it swam down, and at the bottom of the bay, there was this huge kind of underwater cave, if you will. And so I swam down, followed it in there. And as I got into the cave, it was built in such a way that you could breathe. There was no water. You kind of swam up and onto a beach inside this cave, and it was all open air and kind of a little cold, a little damp, lit by something. I don't know what, but it was lit. And the octopus thing kind of expanded almost like an umbrella and became part of the roof of this cave. And I'm not sure what to make of that, but as I look into the cave, It's piled high with all this stuff. It's like a horde or a dragon's lair or something. It's like this huge accumulation of stuff, and I am looking at it going, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what all this is. Is there some importance? Does it belong to somebody? I have no idea. And as I'm looking at it, it all of a sudden disintegrates into like ash or dirt or something. It just kind of, yeah, just kind of crumbles into nothingness. And shortly after that, the roof with the octopus thing also crumbles into nothingness. And then all of a sudden, I'm at this big concrete office building where I work. It's very cold, it's very industrial feeling. And anyways, I'd gotten ink or something on my shirt, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to run into the bathroom and wash it off. And when I get into the bathroom, I feel very uncomfortable. It's like open concept almost. It's just sort of this big cold room with a few toilets on this side and a few sinks on this side, but there's no walls of any kind. And I thought it was very odd. There's I think a mirror or two over on one of the walls. And it just feels uncomfortable, and I don't know what to make of it, and I'm not sure how anybody could have any kind of privacy or modesty. Yeah, this feels very vulnerable in there. And while I'm in there, one of my coworkers from work comes in, and she's really upset. Her boss is like following her into the bathroom and harassing her about something. And she's just in tears. She's totally had it. She loves her job. She's really good at it. She loves the coworkers that she has. It's just her boss is this complete manipulative jerk. And she's not sure how to make it work. The job doesn't even really pay that much, but because she likes the job that she does and she likes her coworkers, she wants to stay. And she's talking to me and kind of not complaining, but concerned on how she can make this work when it doesn't pay that much money, and she just feels like she has no resources to go to, no help to deal with this kind of oppressive boss that she's got. And so I immediately kind of come to her defense, and I want to help her. And we start talking and trying to come up with a plan. And if nothing else, I, offer to be her friend and take her in, and, she can call me, we can talk, and we'll try to find resources together. I'll be a resource. I will help her, investigate how to deal with this. And then I wake up. It was a real interesting dream, and there was such a contrast between the warmth and the awe of the river and the water. The nature was just so warm and inviting, and the concrete building was just so cold and oppressive. It was a very stark contrast between those two. And I'm not really sure what it all meant, but I have these crazy dreams, and Spirit's guiding me to put them out there, because I'm guessing that maybe they resonate in some way with someone out there. Maybe it means something to you. Maybe it's a trigger. Maybe it means something different to you than what it meant to me. I don't really know, but I'm putting it out there, and if it does help in some way, let me know. Or if it resonates in some way, let me know. I would love to hear from people if you're getting this. Even if it doesn't resonate, I would love it if you would like, share, subscribe, just to get it out to more people, because I think that there is some reason that Spirit wants me to put this out there. I think that there are people out there that it's going to help, and it's just getting it to those people. So if you could, pretty please, like, share, subscribe, any or all. And other than that, I just wanted to share my joy for the day. My first joy this morning was a nice double espresso with a little honey and soy milk. I gotta say, that really helps my day get going. I still drink my water with lemon, of course. That's my main drink during the day, but there's just nothing like a little go juice for the morning to get you going. My other joy today is my lovely son who lives with me, and I so appreciate his help with the condo and the dog, and I'm just so honored and proud to have him as my son. He's grown into such an amazing young man, and I'm just thankful that I get to be here on this planet, in this body, and enjoy every part of life. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad. It is a place of duality, but that's going to be slowly going away. So I will take everything that I can, and even with the bad, I learn from that, and it helps me to move forward. So thank you to Spirit, to you for watching, and I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day.